Greetings, beautiful humans, and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. This is your soulmate soul scopes, where your Akashic Records, your soul books, meet your zodiac. Now, many of you may not be really familiar with the Akashic Records. Well, this is your soul's journey through evolution in time. So the timing of this video is really important for the message that you are about to receive. These are channeled messages from your soul, your angels, your guides, your crossover loved ones, and your ascended masters. We use tarot and oracle cards just to connect and communicate with you. So watching the message all the way through is super important, because as a medium and a channel, it's likely that some of these messages may be very specific. And since we're channeling for an entire zodiac, sometimes your loved ones or maybe an ancestor may have a specific message just for you. And so if you don't watch it all the way through, you may miss a very important channeled message. So your arrival at this channel and this message may be the timing that you need it. And because we're channeling for an entire zodiac, each situation and circumstance may not resonate with you, but you may pick up a few ways to go about your situation and circumstances. And don't forget to jump to the timestamps, because all decans will be separated by your timestamp. So don't forget, check your timestamps. So now, let's get ready for your Soulmate Soul Scopes reading.
All right, Leos, welcome in to our Soulmate Soul Scopes here. We're going to start off with our soul growth reading and go ahead and go into the deeper portions. So be sure to watch this here. It will set up the remainder of your decan. All right, my Leos, we're going to go ahead and get into our soul growth reading. So we do 3 parts. Our first part here is going to be the soul lesson or soul growth from the energies, and we're doing it from the 15th of January through the 31st. We're going to have the ability here. This is your soul's ability that's going to help you grow through this lesson. And then we also have the healing path, which is going to aid with the ability and help you along the way here on the path to growing. So these are pre-shuffled, but I'm going to give you guys just a little extra love and see what our soul lesson is here, as we've had beginning journey, and this is guilt. So this is going to be learning here about forgiveness of self. They're already saying here we feel some sort of way with not being as truthful to others as we are to ourselves, and so there's going to be some lesson going through, and they're saying that's going to be actually one that you're going to have to grow through. They're saying through most of the year, at least until August. We're going to get into our ability here. What we've learned, what we've acquired, something that we've always had, and that is the Shaolin Master. Graceful in movement and action. I can see that for you guys. This is going to help you move through the old habits of being, old ways of being that bring this out of you. This is going to assist you in being able to forgive easier and actually learn to heal along the way. So that's going to be a great gift. You guys already do that. That's, for some of you, that's a born ability here. And this last card here, our healing path, is the gift of command. And I love that for you as well. This is tying together here is going to be finding the voice here. It's going to allow you to speak your truth, not only to others, but to yourself, so you can begin to live in this guilt-free state. And this will allow a lot of space to clear open for your year to manifest in the way that you see fit, bringing in love, bringing in relationships, bringing in abundance in all areas. And we do so by being graceful in all of our movements, the things that we do, and also commanding. And I love that's on the throat chakra here, because that's one thing that as Leos we've struggled with, just being able to come to self. So we're going to now go ahead and get into our soulmate soul message here with your decans. Leo Decan ones, welcome into our Soulmate Soul Scope reading. We're going to go ahead and get started here. Your birthdays, as you know your own birthday, but they are from July 23rd to August 2nd. And we're doing these energies here from the 15th to the 31st. So let's get started. My Leo friends, my Leo Decan ones, beautiful people. I want to wish you guys a happy new year, and I'm going to get into our reading here for you guys for these 2 weeks. Now I know, got it. We have some questions. These are pre-shuffled. I'm going to give you a little extra love as we're searching for love. They're saying some of you are trying to mend relationships. Some of these things have come forth here, and this is where we're at. Boom. Here's the fair card, mending and community. All in reverse. This is what I had just said right before the card got pulled. There's some things that we are not being fair, and this is being fair to the person that we're in the relationship as well as being fair to ourselves. And this is what that we deserve to have in a partnership, in a communion as we come together. There's just been some back and forth, people putting on pedestals. Things are I need you to do this, you're not doing this, I need this, you're not doing this, and this is a back and forth. Some of these are a little petty, some of these are actually have built up and grown, and some of this, for those in longer relationships, some of this is just continually to bring up. And neither of you, you yourself, have been saying it's their fault, I'm good, nothing's wrong with me, I'm living everything, and you're like, well fine, I'm just gonna go and be on my own, I'm gonna do my own thing, that's how it's gonna be. But you really deep down want to mend it. This is what you're saying here right now is I haven't been able to do so. You haven't been able to do so because you haven't been able to voice what you want. So this is going to, this path, if you had looked at the soul growth reading here, this is going to come out here for you to bring it together, because you're slowly stepping away and growing in a sense where you feel like you're losing everybody, and so you're lashing out and doing all these different things and not being necessarily fair to all those people around you. This is going for just not only the relationship, but it's also going for the people that you are in a group with, your close friends, people that are followers, or people that you socialize with on a daily basis here. And we're losing a lot of people, and they're saying those who are trying to get into relationships, it's not for you. You're looking at this relationship or at this person that you're trying to get into a relationship or seeking for validation of self, for a sense of, I need to be in a relationship that's going to look good for me, it's going to feel good, maybe they'll fill a gap. I'm trying to just fill this place because I don't have this love for the self at this time, and we haven't been able to formulate a good intention of what it is we deserve. So they're saying it is not for you at this time. And you need to look at the self and realize what you've created when you put everything on the back burner and you put love aside, and just go after a status, go after a sense of feel good. These people are looking up to me and I'm showing them all this, and then you go home to yourself and you're just very alone, and you're like, why doesn't anybody ever ask me how I'm doing? Why doesn't anybody check in or do all these things? It's because you don't give them any ounce of day to actually open up to the real person of who you are. You don't do that, and so they don't think to ask. And so as you try to do this, you're losing people around you, and they're distancing because they are getting to this point where they don't even feel like they really know you. And it's hard, and it's very, very saddened. And this is a time for all this to go. It is a time for you to let go, and time for you to surrender this sense of old self, and feeling, again in the beginning, feeling guilty because you haven't done this, and you're looking and reflecting back, and you're seeing the ways that you're creating. You're aware of this, and trying to move now and be open and allow this relationship to begin with self first. We have to heal with ourselves, going into these old, telling me abandonment. I was getting ready to say exactly what it is, but it's abandonment. You were left, and then you found out ways to get people to like you, and it felt good, and so you continued on and continued doing it, and you thought this was the way to do it, and no one ever told you right, because you were always seemingly this, you know, take charge kind of boisterous person, and you know, everything seemed to be okay with you, and you were able to create and do all these things basically out of willpower, and there wasn't much love involved, and you always just felt at a distance. I don't like to be the one to say these things to you. This is just what is being said, and what you're going through at this time. So you needed to hear this, because it is time to move. It is time to let go of all these old ways of being, these habits, these ways of creating, these ways of connecting and trying to create relationships. We have to review and forgive ourselves for doing this, forgive ourselves for creating this space that we are currently in. Otherwise, it will just continually lead and blow up. They want me to pull one more for you. See? As we begin to surrender and let go, they wanted you to give a little life here. We're going to enter into this new life of who we want to be, who we see ourselves being, instead of just who they want to see, right? It's time to stand up and voice yourself. Stand in the mirror and to say, I am, insert name here. I love, insert name here. And then list these things about you, holding gratitude for self, for the things, little things that we love about ourselves. And as we continue to do so, it will begin to open up, and you'll have a more sensitive lion side of you come out at this time. Because we're seeking this, and as we let go, we can obtain this new life. All right, my Leo Decan ones, is it time to let go? Is it time to voice and begin healing the self, so that way we can mend these relationships around us? And now if this resonated with you here in the love sector or in the abundance sector, drop those down below, or anything that resonated with you the most, drop a comment. We want to help you grow. If this really resonated with you and this was you, I want you to check out our Self-Love Club and any of our other workshops here to help move these things forward and get you into that new life that we're so destined for and looking to create here. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, like, and make sure we get all these things to get all of our great content here at I'm Powered by Love TV. And I'm Josh. I'm going to be sending you guys a lot of love and a lot of light. I'm signing out.